How does gait disturbance lead to balance problems in brain health? Imagine walking down the street and suddenly feeling unsure of your steps or unsteady on your feet. Gait disturbances and balance issues often go hand in hand, especially when brain health is involved. These problems can develop from disruptions in the brain's complex networks that control movement and stability. To understand how gait issues can cause balance problems, we need to look at how the brain manages walking and staying upright. Walking or gait is more than just moving your legs. It involves a coordinated effort between different parts of the brain, including the frontal lobe, basal ganglia, cerebellum, and brainstem. These areas work together to plan movements, adjust posture, and keep us balanced. When these neural pathways are working well, walking feels smooth and stable. But when something goes wrong, like in certain neurological conditions, gait can become unsteady. Gait disturbances can lead to balance problems through several key mechanisms. First, if the motor pathways in the brain are damaged, such as in conditions like cerebral small vessel disease, the coordination needed for walking and maintaining balance can be impaired. This means the brain struggles to send the right signals to muscles, making movements jerky or unsteady. Second, cognitive functions, especially executive functions like planning and attention, also influence balance. When these are compromised, perhaps due to brain injury or disease, the ability to adapt to changes in terrain or posture decreases, increasing fall risk. Sensory-motor integration is another critical factor. This is how the brain processes sensory information from the body and environment to adjust movements. In diseases like Parkinson's, disruptions in sensory-motor networks mean the brain cannot properly interpret signals from the muscles and balance sensors, making it harder to correct posture or respond to sudden shifts. This leads to a higher chance of losing balance and falling. Certain neurological conditions are especially linked to gait and balance issues. Parkinson's disease, for example, involves a deficiency of dopamine in the basal ganglia, which hampers smooth movement and can cause shuffling gait and stooped posture. These changes make falls more likely. Cerebral small vessel disease can cause widespread damage to neural networks, affecting both thinking and movement, which also leads to balance problems. While brain tumors are not always directly associated with gait disturbances, if they grow near areas responsible for motor control or cause pressure on those regions, they can impair balance. Managing these issues often involves targeted rehabilitation. Balance training exercises, physical therapy, and cognitive exercises can help strengthen neural pathways and improve coordination. Early detection of gait disturbances is important because it can lead to earlier diagnosis of underlying neurological issues and help prevent falls. Consulting healthcare professionals for personalized assessment and treatment plans is always recommended. In summary, gait disturbances can cause balance problems by disrupting the neural networks that control movement and stability. When these pathways are affected by neurological conditions, maintaining balance becomes more challenging, increasing the risk of falls and injury. Understanding these mechanisms helps us better support brain health and develop effective strategies for managing balance issues. Always remember, if you or someone you know experiences persistent gait or balance problems, seeking professional medical advice is essential for proper diagnosis and care.